All right, well, YouTube just finished making this video and my computer froze and deleted the entire thing. But doesn't really matter. I gotta make the video regardless. So here we're doing it again. You know, there's a lot of reading. I'll have to say that, but no, it is what it is. Um, Today we're gonna be reading out of chapter 12 of Exodus. Um, just finished going over all the different plagues besides the last one that's about to happen. Um, from the worst one probably being the locusts and the hail and just all these crazy things that have happened to Pharaoh, and Pharaoh still kept his hard heart and not want to listen to what Moses and Aaron are saying. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into this reading. Chapter 12, Passover. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, "This month shall be for you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year for you. Tell all the congregation of Israel that on the 10th day of this month every man shall take a lamb according to their father's houses, a lamb for a household. And if the household is too small for a lamb, then he and his nearest neighbor shall take according to the number of persons, according to which each can eat. You shall make your count for the lamb. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male, a year old." That's where you guys don't even remember. I just realized something that I didn't understand from later on. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Because I literally had just read through this already. But before, I thought the plague that's about to happen, I thought it was like they're killing all the 1 year olds. But I realized as I was reading it that they're killing this plague is gonna kill every single firstborn. So every single firstborn man or animal is gonna die. Dead. That is, you gotta think about it. Some people are only children. So yeah, crazy. Um, And you shall keep it until the 14th day of this month, when the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill their lambs at twilight. They shall take some of the blood and put it on the two doorposts and the lintel of the houses in which they eat it. They shall eat the flesh that night, roasted on the fire, unleavened bread, and bitter herbs. They shall eat it. Not eat any of it raw or boiled in water, but roasted, its head and its legs and its inner parts. And you shall let none of it remain until the morning. Anything that remains until morning you shall burn. In this manner you shall eat it, with your belt fastened, your sandals on your feet, and your staff in your hand, and you shall eat it in haste. It is the Lord's Passover. For I will pass through the land of Egypt that night, and I will strike the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and on all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgments. I am the Lord. Blood shall be a sign for you on the houses where you are, and when I see the blood I will pass over you, and no plague will befall you to destroy you when I strike the land of Egypt. This this day shall be for you a memorial day, and you shall keep it as a feast to the Lord. Uh, Throughout your generations, as a statute forever, you shall keep it as a feast. 7 days you shall eat unleavened bread. On the first day you shall remove the leaven out of your houses. For anyone who eats what is leavened, from the first day until the seventh day, that person shall be cut off from Israel. On the first day you shall hold a holy assembly. On the seventh day a holy assembly. No work shall be done on these days. But what everyone needs to eat, that alone may be prepared for you, by you. By the way, all this stuff that we're reading about, that it's instructing us to do, Jesus, and how they're gonna have to make sacrifices to save themselves, and how it became a tradition. When Jesus died on the cross, he used his blood and sacrificed his blood to atone for what we did wrong. When back in the Old Testament, back in the day before Jesus was alive, or before he was on Earth, I'd say probably alive already, but before he was on Earth, um, they had to, in order to atone for what they did, they had to make blood sacrifices. And Jesus made it so that we don't have to do that anymore, basically. You shall eat nothing leavened, and all your dwelling places you shall eat unleavened bread. Then Moses called all the murderers, or What? Hold it, Hilders of Israel. Sorry, that the word was split in two. I don't know how I got murderers from that. That's crazy. Of Israel said to them, go to your select lambs from yourselves according to your clans and kill the Passover lamb. Take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the hazen, and touch the lintel and the two doorposts with the blood that is on that is in the basin. None of you shall go out of the door of his house until the morning, for the Lord will pass through and strike the Egyptians. And when he sees the blood on the lintel and on the two doorposts, the Lord will pass over the door and not allow the destroyer to enter your houses and strike you. You shall observe this rite as a statute for you and for your sons forever. And when you come to the land that the Lord will give you, as he promised, you shall keep the service. And when your children say to you, what do you mean by this service? You shall say, it is a sacrifice of the Lord's Passover. For he passed over the houses of all the uh, people of Israel and Egypt, when he struck the Egyptians but spared their houses. And the people bowed their heads and worshipped. Then the people of Israel went and did so, as Moses had commanded. Moses and Aaron, the Lord had, or then the people of Israel went and did so, and the Lord had commanded Moses and Aaron. Then the people of Israel went and did so, as the Lord had commanded Moses and Aaron, so they did. The 10th plague, death of the firstborn. At midnight the Lord struck down all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh who sat on his throne, to the firstborn of captive who was in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of the livestock. And Pharaoh rose up in the night, and he and all his servants and all the Egyptians, and there was a great cry in Egypt, for there was not a house where someone was not dead. It's crazy because you got to think firstborn, bro. A lot of people are only children. Like it's crazy. Then he summoned Moses and Aaron by night and said, up, go out from among my people, both you and the people of Israel, and go, serve the Lord, as you have said. Take your flocks and your herds, as you have said, and be gone, and bless me also. The Exodus. The Egyptians were urgent with the people to send them out to the land in a haste, for they said, we shall all be dead. So the people took their dough before it was hardened, and their netting bowls being bound up in their cloaks and their shoulders. The people of Israel had also done as Moses told them, for they asked the Egyptians for silver and gold jewelry and for clothing, and the Lord had given them favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they let them have what they asked. Thus they plundered the Egyptians. And the people of Israel journeyed from Ramesses to Succoth, about 600,000 men on foot, besides women and children. Wow. So the Egyptians have grown, or the Israelites grew that great when they started from 70 people. So 70 people to 600,000 without women and children, they had to have been there for a very long time. A mixed multitude also went with them, and very much livestock, both flocks and herds. And they baked unleavened cakes out of the dough that they had brought out of Egypt, for it was not leavened, because they were thrust out of Egypt and could not wait, nor had they prepared any provisions for themselves. This time the people of Israel lived in Egypt. The time that the people lived of the time that people the time that the people of Israel lived in Egypt was 430 years. So they went from 70 some people to that many people in 430 years. Like, it's crazy. And at the end of the 430 years, on that very day, all the hosts of the Lord went from the land of Egypt. It was a night of watching by the Lord to bring them out of the land of Egypt. So this same night is is the night of watching kept to the Lord by all the people of Israel throughout the generations. Institution of the Passover. And the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "This is the statute of the Passover. No foreigner shall eat of it, but every slave that is brought for money may eat of it after you have circumcised him. No foreigner or hired worker may eat of it. It shall be eaten in one house. You shall not take any of the flesh outside the house, and you shall not break any of its bones. All the congregation of Israel shall keep it. If a stranger shall join with you and would keep the Passover of the Lord, let all his males be circumcised. Then he may come near and keep it. He shall be as a native of the land, but no uncircumcised person shall eat of it. There shall be one law for the native and for the stranger who sojourns among you. All the people of Israel did just as the Lord commanded Moses and Aaron, and on that very day the Lord brought the people of Israel out of the land of Egypt by their hosts. Okay, so that is the end of the chapter. You know, crazy stuff right there. All the firstborns dropping dead, and they got up out of there quick. Um, maybe they thought that they were going to get blamed for everything, because I mean, they were, doing all the, Moses was doing all the signs, and, that was what was going to happen next. That was the last one. So, yeah, crazy work right there. My question is though, um, how do they make sure somebody's circumcised or not? Is that a is you just gotta, all right, bro. Sorry, man. We gotta check. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know in the comments below what y'all think. I love y'all, boys. Thank y'all for watching. As always, love y'all. Peace.